Sorry, I was muted. Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country, and that is an ongoing thing. We have an excellent community because of you. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there, and you can pick and choose, or consider maybe if you're shorter on time, just change this, put the speed up to maybe 1.25. And other than me talking quickly here at the beginning, you can do watch. I watch a lot of YouTube that way. So anyway. I'm having some lighting issues right now that I'm trying to sort out quickly, and I figured I may as well talk to you while I'm doing it. Lighting. And when I turn the white balance back on, I look like I'm jaundiced. What is that? Is it a sandstorm? So there's just no happy medium. So I'm trying to see if more light might help. I don't know. That's probably okay. It's a little bright in my eyes, but that's okay. As long as I'm visible and I don't look like I'm dying. Okay. All right. So, yeah, it still doesn't look right to me. I don't know. Anyway, it'll have to do. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, luckily, and I don't know how, it often looks better when I'm done, when I watch the replay, than it looks to me on the screen right now. Because to me, it looks terrible. But when I watch a replay, most of the time it looks better than what I saw. So, good. All right, plenty of questions to go. Oh, thank you, Desert Dawn. I don't know that I'm critical of myself, to be honest. I'm just trying to create the best product that I can. Anyway, okay. Let me see. I need questions. Not from you. I've got them. I've got to pull them up. So I just need to go here. If that'll load. That was last night. Thank you, everybody, for rearranging everything yesterday, rearranging your schedule and coming out to see the live stream yesterday evening. My father is back from the hospital, which is good, but there's still more to do. So, okay, now we're almost cooking with gas, almost. And I think we're about ready. Okay. All right. Let's do the thing. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the overlay. Okay, so at 4:30, we'll start in. Yes, I'm glad Dad's doing better too. We need to work get his strength up, which we will do. 4:30. Okay. Sarah was kind enough to grab questions for me this morning because I was still dealing with stuff. So I don't know exactly. I think she included the subpoena stuff, but I'm not certain. She has been such a trooper through this and helping so much. So, okay. So it's 5 minutes in. We're going to look at this kind of worrying report about the Secret Service. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. A new book is reporting that after the Secret Service's handling of the J6 aftermath, deleting messages, etc. And the fact that it employs many MAGA sympathizers, Biden reportedly has little faith in them. They don't want me here. Matter of fact, there's in the article, it was saying he was questioning the description of the biting incident with his dog. He says, Secret Service is never there. He's part of the White House. He says, the Secret Service is never there. So, and to some extent, wouldn't, if nobody's supposed to be there, would the dog who's supposed to be protecting the family, wouldn't they be justified in protecting this area where no one's supposed to be? Just a thought. Anyway, is he right to be skeptical? Because he got as many of his Secret Service detail back that he had when he was vice president, that the president needs more Secret Service than the vice president. So he has no choice but to have potential MAGA supporters, sympathizers protecting him. So, is the Secret Service corrupt? Have they been irredeemably corrupted? Does Biden need to be worried? It feels like most of them just do their job, but there are still some bad apples there. Ricky says, my dog's idea of protecting our home is a high-pitched bark when I kiss my wife hello and good night. I don't know. I don't know if that's why they got a shepherd, Kelly. I mean, they already had one, but it may, even if it wasn't consciously, it may be subconsciously that they wanted another shepherd. Real heartache. How do you, with this, all the sympathies, all the people who around him, they're supposed to be protecting him, who are sympathetic of Trump, how do you trust them? People who sympathized with someone who tried to overturn democracy? Someone who's yelling every day that they should be president and you should be ousted? Yeah, he should, this man should go on a firing spree. Betty, I agree. You don't. How do you trust them? You don't. M. Kelpie says, I believe Major. Sun, Fool, King of Swords, 10 of Cups. Well, there's nothing imminent. They showed them their true colors when it comes to the idiot. They're supposed to be protective of whoever the president is. This feels like a big Biden or more than one big like rally or something like that. Fruits of labor. It's only 7. And there's 7 pentacles right there. I mean, it makes sense if you look at law enforcement in general, they tend to lean to the right. Not always, but they tend to. I agree, Darren. The Secret Service agents need to be all replaced. All the ones that weren't protecting Biden before, the ones he absolutely trusts. Anyone where there was a hint. But Trump's just a man. He's not. They're not going to be a part of the coup. They're not going to. They're not going to Putinize Biden. They're not going to toss him out at the second floor of the window of the White House. Thank heavens. Page of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Moon, Knight of Pentacles. Fire them. I'm not saying that he's going to be chucked out a window, but I don't like this energy. I don't like a Wheel of Fortune with the howling at the moon, and these are the on the right. There was a Seven of Pentacles here, fruits of labor, but that could be like 7 agents or something like that. And this is the Knight of the Pentacle of the right, not the far right, but the right. But that's a big legal decision. That's quite a leap. So I don't know that something's going to happen, but I would absolutely chuck them all so they don't have an opportunity. The last thing we need to give them are opportunities. Larry Murray says Pence didn't trust them. Why should Biden? Exactly. Okay. Well, but I'm not getting anything happening to Biden. The Secret Service going to harm Biden? Strength. Temperance. 9 of Cups, 5 of Wands. No. Any Secret Service agent who would attempt to hurt Biden, seem like they're going to hurt Biden. The ones who are absolutely loyal, which is the majority of them, I feel like they would immediately take that person down. They would shuffle off that person's mortal coil in very short order if they tried anything on Biden. They're extra vigilant. Not a great job. You have to be afraid like that of your own people. Anyway. All right. We have our moment of Trump stupidity today. Part of our moment of Zen, we have our moment of stupid. So get out your clown shoes. Something else has been revealed about Trump. At 14 minutes in, you ready? I can't. Donald J. for Genius Trump claimed the hush money payment to Stormy Daniels as a tax deduction. I can't. I can't. This man should not be in prison. He should be in an oubliette under the prison. Yeah, Glenbird services rendered. Ew. Can you please arrest this man? How much fraud? It's like he hasn't committed fraud. He's committed fraud. From the land of fraud, from the galaxy of fraud, from the dimension of fraud. From the MAGA land of fraud. That's illegal. Tell me, seriously, correct me if I'm wrong. But isn't that just a wee bit illegal? King of Wands, he's a guy, he's a man, and he's a stupid man. Yes, Frida Smith, genius. Yes. Queen of Swords, investigation, illusion, delusion. Ace of Wands, the dumb stuff he did. Oh, they're investigating it. Actually, it feels like the IRS is investigating his taxes now. About flipping time. Yes, Mel Broussard, the frauderator. Yeah. Asked me third, I said, did he write it off as a charitable donation? Oh, man. Kelly Rico, can you hear me? You guys are awesome. Yeah, I noticed Alan saying, I have to say my heart goes out to all of you in the U.S. who are still having to endure 45's rubbish. I noticed somebody earlier before I came on said, hi from Canada. And I just thought, oh, hello, sane people. Hello, people in other countries who, apparently have got more sanity flying around than we do at the moment. 5 of Cups. Disappointment. Arrest him. Arrest him. See, I can just read on the collective energy as best I can. I can't make stuff happen. So I am as frustrated as you are, and I am like, arrest him. Death card, not literal. King of Cups. Hanged Man, yes, please. 5 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. The cards are saying what we're all thinking. The Biden administration, meaning the executive branch, including the IRS, including the FBI, should be bringing a metaphorical death upon Mr. Fraud from the land of fraud. Emperor Fraud from the land of fraud, from the galaxy of fraud, from the eternal stench of fraud. And they should, metaphorically, string him up by his heels and shake all of his ill-gotten gains out of his pockets until he is left with nothing, which is what he has earned. And then they should do the same thing to the griftlings, his children. So if this is what should happen, then please go ahead and do it. Alice says, we're not perfect in Australia, but all this nonsense with 45 is beyond. I understand, but you poor thing, why are you not sleeping? I just worry when Australians, when you wonderful Australian people come onto the live stream as it's going on, I'm like, do you need some rest? I worry. I have a Cancer moon. I worry about you. I want to make cocoa for you and just, tuck you back into bed. know if I have any kind of animal spirit protecting me. If I do, I would imagine it would be of the large feline variety, but I don't know. Glenn Bird, from the Valley of the Fraudy. And it's illumination on all of this stuff. Rest. Joanne says, I'm awake too in Perth. Australia? Because it says, from what I see in streaming, it says WA after that. So I'm wondering if it's like different. It's still in this. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Tower. Judgment. Major Arcana. 7 of Wands. Death card. 3 of Swords. Things being illuminated, which will lead to it all shaking out. Massive judgment. He's on the defensive. And yes, this is him being metaphorically held upside down, and everything shaken out of his pockets. It's coming. It's coming. But they can hurry. It's been 2 years since this jerk left office. It's been almost 2 years since he left office. It's been almost 2 years since the insurrection. That's plenty of time. No, really, that's plenty of time for people who should have been arrested the day after. Because if any of us had done that, we would have been arrested on January 7th. Certainly within like the week. Certainly, there's nothing that would have stopped them from arresting him on January 21st, the day after he left office. Okay. Anyway, it's coming. It's going to be bad for him. So it feels like, make sure you've got plenty of popcorn in the house. I've had plenty of popcorn in the house for quite a while. All right, let me spread out these major arcana. Oh, anyway. Okay. Yes, Janice, the creature from the Orange Lagoon. Well, it's more like the creature from the fraud lagoon. All right. Okay, and in the me without my popcorn moments, I barely care, but sure, okay. MAGA have started to turn quite vehemently against Hannity. Oh yeah, it's terrible when he does that. Oh yeah, they're awful. Yeah, they want to destroy the country. Oh yeah, he's two-faced and I agree. Oh yeah, no, that's true. I agree with that too. Is this the end of the faux news host? Kathy Rollins, all because Hannity told the truth once. Anne is playing her little violin. Thank you. Oh, Darren, I don't believe 45 has made a deal with the devil. Not literally. No. They're just, Pluto in Capricorn just revealed the ick, the muck, the people who care more about power than any decency, country, family even. That's its job. Get all the gunk up out of the ground and plow that field so we can deal with this garbage and get it out. Queen of Cups. Yeah, we're over here just Queen of Wands, King of Swords, Judgment, Eight of Swords, King of Wands. Wow, you really get your bona fides with Trump if you bring people on their knees before the Orange Master, the whole group of them, and they're judging. They're very understatement of the year. They're rather judgy, but they judge everybody, and now they're judging their own too, and it's just hatred all over the place. It's your choice. It's your choice, MAGA. I mean, suddenly I've got Metallica's song stuck in my head. Master of Puppets. CC Ryder says, I think Hannity makes about $20 million a year. Oh yeah, he's fine. I mean, financially, but they're bigly mad, and I don't care. It's the end of the world as they know it, and I feel fine. All right, moving on. Teresa Ford says, I think they're addicted to hate now. Kathy Delisle says, that judgment card sure popping up. Yes, it is. 28 minutes in. Kathy PR had a question. 28 minutes in. Did Trump steal top secret documents as much to share with the Proud Boys or Oathkeepers, the arrogant toddlers of the Oathkeepers, in order to battle the U.S. military in the future, as well as sell to foreign entities? I don't know if it's just logic. My logic is, what I think, or if it's the energy, or they just happen to be aligning. But what I'm getting is no, because they wouldn't. They couldn't pay him enough money. They weren't big and important enough, and they couldn't promise him enough money. Okay. Kathy Rollins says, arrogant toddlers and oath creepers don't have the money. Mm-hmm. Kingsley said no. But let's not look. Six of Pentacles. Aspie Third Eye says, I think Gary Newman's My Name is Ruin fits him perfectly. Well, I read that, and what jumped in my head was Peter Gabriel's. He's saying something in French, but it sounds like She Is So Popular. But that isn't what he's saying. Is something in French, and I can't remember the name of the song. But it's all about these children playing war games, and it's like Stevie 3 pop collar, Stevie 3 shirt in his war room with his My Pillow fort, and these idiots who are a complete waste of space, but think they're all that. And Trump with his bone spurs, supposedly, which he never had. And Games Without Frontiers. Thank you, Aspie Third Eye. Yeah, it's just Jim Jordan, and please. It's politics, and please. He was talking down to them. The oath creepers, the arrogant toddlers. He was absolutely. He's the medieval king. They are subjects. They are tools. I think we'd all agree with that. They're tools. Anyway, thank you, Renier. The Empress, Page of Swords. Oh, look at the Thief card. Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups, King of Cups. No. No, the domestic terrorist. This is America. This is a thief. America, bully, thief. American domestic terrorism. Getting rained on their parade by Trump's Justice Department. I'm not picking up on that. They were peons. Yeah. Oh, Froxy Roxy says, notice Trump never encouraged his sons or daughters to serve this country by joining the military. Au contraire, no, on contrary, that he would do that. There was literally a part of his divorce agreement with Marla Maples that she and specifically Tiffany would lose all money, all help, if she tried to join the military. And he thinks people who join the military, remember, are suckers. Our ex commander-in-chief, ladies and gentlemen and gentledames. Yeah. Anyway. I don't know about this. 33. Now, the reports are saying that Trump is seriously considering running as an independent if he doesn't get the GOP nomination. Would he actually do it? And would that finish ripping the GOP apart? I'm hoping he's too busy in prison. Just me. But all right, where are you, scumbag? Gonna be an independent? Thank you, Giovanna. Thank you. Hugs right back. His plan, whatever's going to make him money. That's his priority. Chariot, Death card, World, Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles. He's got trouble coming. Chariot, Death card, World. Thank you, Marby. Thank you. Big. This is big law enforcement. This is, you think, oh, maybe it's the campaign. It could be the death of the campaign, but it's really FBI. This is a big deal, and it is going to end the era of Trump. And Democrats move forward, and the Republicans who are left are trying to win over who they can, because this is a big deal and it's separate. I don't think he's going to get that far. Anne says Major Arcana is after you. Yes, they are. They're after Trump, and they are hopping today. They're sorry, again, I'd like to spread out the Major Arcana just to make sure I don't get a lump of them all at once, or at least I try not to. Or if I get a lump of them all at once, that means something. There. Okay. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you. It really makes a difference. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. 36 minutes in. Since the report is finalized, the J6 committee canceled its subpoena of Trump, which makes sense. They're dissolving, they've done their report, moving on. In true 45 fashion, he's now touting it as proof the entire thing was a scam. Will he ever learn? And I just cut the deck and got the death card and the world card after I spread things out. Is he going to learn that the J6 committee canceling their subpoena does not mean it means neither diddly nor squat? Knight of Swords. Aggressive law enforcement. Okay. Justice. Boom. King of Cups. Queen of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. The Star. This is steady judgment. And it's all about the Justice card here. And here you've got the executive branch, you've got the Biden administration, you've got the Republicans who are against Trump, you have hope for the future. Yeah, that's just, or this was a select committee and they're done. But yeah, nice try. Nil point. Kathy Rollins says, don't count out Letitia James and Fonnie Willis. I am not. They are welcome to act. Thank you. Yes, please. Would you like some gas money? I'll send, would you like me to, have some pastries delivered to kind of, and some good coffee to fuel you to something? Can I send sandwiches? Something to move this along. 3830. Maricopa County. So we're in Arizona. I know that because I lived there. 3830. It was hot. Maricopa County has filed sanctions against Kari Lake and her lawyers. About the time. Citing they filed a bad faith lawsuit to make political statements and to fundraise and to harass political opponents and sow completely unfounded doubts about the integrity of elections. Yeah. It's a day ending in day. All right. What will happen? What's going to happen to Kari Lake? Nobody cares. Kari Lake, you are late to the party. We've already been outraged. The bar has already been lowered to the floor. You're not even original. You're a wannabe. Nobody cares. Rant and rave all you want. Oh yeah, the bludgeon, the far right bludgeon. Ooh, be afraid. We've been through this already. Yes, Kathy Rollins, Kari can go jump in the lake. Mm-hmm. Page of Pentacles. Hermit. Eight of Cups. Two of Cups. She gets nowhere. You are a pale copy of the kind of far-right garbage we've dealt with. You've got you force some serious people to have to think seriously about your garbage. Whoever's coming against you, they have the evidence. They have it's obvious what you did. But she's just going to keep on keeping on because she learned from Trump, didn't they all? That never surrender. Okay. Ann says judge said Lake has to pay some of the court costs. She's not going to stop. She is not going to take the L and go home and build a better future. Kathy Delisle, exactly. Lake's stuck on repeat mode. Exactly. Ugh, yuck. Okay. Where are we? We're at 42. Thank you guys for being here. It's so much nicer going through the news with you than going through it myself. 18 AGs from DC and 17 states. So attorney generals from 18 different places have filed an amicus brief with the Supreme Court declaring Florida's Don't Say Gay bill as unconstitutional. Yeah. Will the court hear the case? What will they decide? Yuck. All right, Supreme Court. We have a nice question at the end. We have a really sweet question at the end with sweet energy. Hang on. By Nanette. Nanette brought a really sweet question. So we get that at the end. But for now, Supreme Court. Kind of kick out or uphold the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida. They're so pathetic. Death Satan and his ilk and the far right, and then the far right on the bench, they're on a patriarchy fest. The ugliest side of the patriarchy. Four of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Fool. Six of Wands and the 10 of Swords. This is what Satan thinks is going to be his far-right victory, but it does not end well for him because he's an idiot. A lot of this stuff has already happened. There's been too much acceptance for so long now, for long enough now, that what are you going to do? Make a whole bunch of your family members try to go, what, you're going to shame them? Now they're married, they've got kids. There's a birthday party on Saturday. You're not going? It's too late for this kind of garbage. It's too late. But he's trying to throw red meat, and he's also just horrible himself. It's not going to work. It's not going to work in the long run. Now, the Supreme Court, I don't have any Supreme Court cards here. Man, oh day. Oh, is there something about tea? I could love some tea right now. Tigress says, I associate the Six of Pentacles with breadcrumbing. There we go. I agree, Kristen, but Biden can't make DC and Puerto Rico states on his own, is my understanding. You got to get 2/3 of the states themselves to agree to it, something like that. Well, you're talking about breadcrumbing. Just giving out their little bits of, oh, yes, yes, dear, it's okay to be bigoted. No, it's not. Eight of Swords, Empress. Oh, yeah, and don't forget all of the legislation against women. Don't forget that. Again, going for that far, far right victory. But you're very small. This is a king, but it feels very small. It feels isolated to Florida. That's what I'm getting. And I'm not getting much Supreme Court energy here for what it's worth. So it feels like it remains isolated in Florida. That's all I'm getting. So Taryn says drinking Twinings English breakfast tea. Bold. I love strong tea and coffee too. I even put 2 bags in my mug. Oh wow. Twinings Earl Grey, please. My absolute favorite. All day long. But I'm an American heathen, so I just sweeten it. That's it. I'm also vegan, so. Ugh. Okay. Rhonda has a question. I somewhat fear the answer. Talk about icky energy. 48. But I thank you for your question. It's not if you hear some disdain in my voice, it is not at you. It is at these morons. Why are cities with higher Black population affected by more energy or water issues? Racism. Systemic racism. America's original sin. Will the government ever fix it? Yes, please. Betty has lemon with her tea. Oh, there you go. Kathy Delisle, you and Jean-Louis Picard. Absolutely. And you know I'm a Trekkie, so. I like Star Wars too. I like all kinds of sci-fi, but I love the optimism of Star Trek. Love it. Will the government please fix the systemic racism and insane inequality and making children suffer over the dumbest thing ever? I love that, Polywanda. Trump is running out of mobtions. I love how your brain works. Queen of Cups. Those are Democrats helping and wanting to help. A rising tide raises all boats. You create good infrastructure for everyone, and everyone benefits. You help the population remain healthy with clean water, with safe roads, with stable electricity. We all benefit. We all benefit in the end. But the Republicans sitting pretty. 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 4 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. That was 9. This is Knight. And King of Cups. Well, you leave it up to the Republicans. No, it won't get fixed. But it feels like there was some good stuff included in the. Was there good stuff included in the infrastructure, Biden's infrastructure bill? So at least we can start moving in a good direction. But do not trust the Republicans. I'm afraid there isn't a whole lot of energy, like information here in the energy. What I've got is vote for Democrats. If you want government to actually help, vote for government or vote for Democrats. If you want a government that privatizes everything and thinks the mighty corporation that can give a lot of money to politicians that are the most important, then vote for Republicans. Yes, Electra Storm, we need more Democrats. They will help you. Apparently, I looked this up a few years ago because I was thinking about carbon footprint. There is, at least a few years ago, exactly one commercial tea growing operation in the continental U.S., like of size, and that is the tea that they serve in the White House because it's grown here in America. So, okay. At 52 and a bit. Michele, is it Fiore? I have not heard of this woman. 5230. You have to give me some info on this one. Michele Fiore, a Republican politician, has been appointed to a Nevada judgeship. Nevada judgeship, even though she has no prior legal or judicial experience. She has also previously been accused of obstructing an investigation into her own business, and once said it's okay to point a gun at federal officers. What's going on? Why? You know, I want to read on all your stuff, but there's a part of me that's like, why are you asking me? Nevada? What are you doing? Yikes. Trillium Tarot says there's a lovely little organic tea farm about 45 minutes from me. Hand-grown, harvested. Nice. Oh, Anna says the teapot's on. Oh. Yum. Cat Shepherd said Trumpism is going on. Everyone says, ouch. Is that my pronunciation of this state? Spirit Watcher Suzanne says that no, they need to rise up and take back their power. Yes. Oh, wow. Tim says there's tea available on Amazon. I know this is a side thing, but this is cool. There's tea available on Amazon that is the original smoked black tea. That is what was thrown over into Boston Bay. It's very good. Oh, is it pressed? Because the tea that they threw into the Boston Harbor or something, it was compressed, and so each one of these blocks you'd shave off little slices of it to put in hot water to make tea. And these things were so expensive. Like one block, it looks like a big chocolate bar. One block was supposed to last you like a year. And it was crazy expensive. So by today's money, they literally threw millions of dollars worth of tea into the harbor, which is really cool. All right. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there it is. Somebody who's unqualified but is connected far right. They just, if you're of that political ilk, you get promoted. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Justice. Only this Justice card. This is complete corruption of the situation. But I've got a 10 of Cups here, which shines kind of a light on the 2 cards around it. The 8 of Swords in the middle and the Justice at the end, which means this may be questioned and she may be held back. So there may be actual real justice involved. So is she going to be held back? Betty says, I don't think they can put a non-lawyer on the bench. That would be crazy. It depends. I think it depends on the state laws. I don't know. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, she's one of the far-right faithful. 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Please rain on this woman's parade. 7 of Wands, King of Wands, 3 of Wands. There's something here. They're definitely trying to stop her. People with, I don't know, a shred of decency. There was this plan, this Republican plan. They're trying to quash it. She's on the defensive, but it's like the far right. It's like they're hoping to her to make some rulings before she can be taken out of that job. Something they want their ships to come in, but it's not. There's a drag on her moving forward. Really? Oh boy. All right. Oh, hang on. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. We have a Russia question, and then we have the cute, wonderful energy question. Okay. Whew. Anna says, my favorite tea is jasmine and chamomile. Jasmine tea is lovely, especially with Chinese food. Oh, perfect. Match made in heaven. And chamomile, I want to like chamomile, but it sets off my allergies. Thank you. Cindy says, bless you, Giacomo. Thank you. Thank you. Would I be Giacomo? Giacomo? Is that a name? All right. Ugh. All right, Russia. Yuck. 5930. 5930. 5930. There we go. Russia is vowing to attack any supply line it can find that allows foreign countries to bring in weapons to Ukraine. I'm shocked. Would they actually attack the soldiers of the countries delivering the weapons? Will this cause escalation? Well, they can, anytime they escalate is the faster they're going to lose. But it would be best if they didn't. It'd be best if they left. It'd be best if they cut their losses. I know. I'm going to pretend that my phone is agreeing with me. Putin is fading by the day. Bad information's coming out about him that wasn't leaking when he was at full power. Yeah, this is temperance. That would be a mess around and find out. Empress, 10 of Swords. Well, he's certainly angry at the people supplying Ukraine. 10 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Russia, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. They can say they're going to do that, but the reality is it feels like they are completely running out of everything. And there are bank closures and runs on banks all over Russia. People can't get their money out of ATMs. They can't get their money out of the bank. Basically, the Russian government has just said, oh, we'll take that money. They are imploding. They're sinking. It feels like he's sinking into the ground as he's walking along. Ukraine will win. And Russia will be back within their own borders, severely weakened. And then there's going to be this huge power struggle, and there'll be this whole thing. Someday, I agree with other readers who said someday Russia will be a good friend in the world. And someday they will. But that day is not today. It's not this year. It's not next year. It's not, they have to stop liking the strong men, the authoritarians. All right. You're going to lose, Putin. You're going to lose. All right, here we go. Annette had a really sweet question, and I'm curious to see what the answer is. So at 103.15, we're going to end on a good note. 103.15. Annette asked, do mother cats name their babies? And why, when we give them a name, do we also use so many other names when we talk to them? Does this confuse them? Okay, so really it's two questions. All right, so we'll start with, do mother cats name their babies per se? And this is blackberry tea is wonderful. Black currant tea is very nice. Then again, I like black currant flavored everything. Mother cats, do you name your babies? I'm not picking up just movements based on movements and coloring to some extent. Cats don't have the same, they can see less color than we can. They're not colorblind, but it's if you ever go online and you look at, what do cats actually, what do we see versus what do cats see? It's much more dull, but there's definitely like markings as far as like where it is on the body and movement. And just all of the hardwired bonding and love you would expect. Ace of Pentacles. Each little kitten is a gift. Six of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Hanged Man. Eight of Wands. And a lot of it's just instinctual. You're trying to keep them alive. And that can be kind of cold-blooded. You know, if there's a fire, which ones do you save? Which one? Do you save them in a certain order? Do you just grab the nearest one? Depends on the cat. It's a very scary time because she's so worried about them. But I'm not picking up on naming. Bless all the cat mothers out there. Bless you. Bless you. All right, we've got one more related question. 10630. So do at 10630, like the fact that my cats, when they when they came to me, one was named Alfie and one was named Bailey. Bailey was named after the street he was found on, because he was just found on the side of the street by himself and just starving. And Alfie was being horribly abused by literally an evil stepmother, human evil stepmother. She'd throw things at him, and he like moved outside into the doghouse for a while. Just horribly mistreated. So anyway, they both came to me, and I was the one home all the time, so I'm the one who bonds with the cats, and I love cats. Surprise, I know you're shocked. Just shocked, considering my mother gave me this. But anyway, but over time, with the different things they would do, and Alfie is so brave. You know, vacuum cleaners, he doesn't run away. He runs toward, and then he stops a few feet away, and he's looking like, what is this? Is this a threat? What is this? What's happening? And he's just keeping an eye on it, and he's just watching. If somebody comes up to the front of the house, he's watching who's there. What are they doing? He's keeping an eye on things. Whereas this one is a vacuum cleaner, because if he was so hungry, for a long time, anything was on the floor, he'd eat. It was really worrying. But at least now he's fine. But their names grew. So Brave Alfie, became Brave Sir Alfred. And he's got more orange than Bailey, so he became, in my mind, Brave Sir Alfred of Pumpkin. And then Bailey, you get that B word, that B sound, boo boo, Bailey boo boo. So he became boo boo, and Bailey boo boo. And then at one point I was saying, "Oh, you're such the Zen kitty," and it was in the chat that you guys were like, Bailey boo boo Zen kitty, BBZK. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So you actually put those two together, because I'd call him Zen Kitty, but I didn't put it together. You did. Thank you. Now, does it confuse them? Because again, it doesn't seem like mom cats are naming them. But they recognize their own names. Oh, trust me, they know who I'm talking to. Sharon Ann says, I love seeing your cats. And Lois is saying, black tea's good for your heart. Oh. Betty says, all my cats know their name also. Oh, yeah. If these two start fighting and it seems like it's getting too harsh, I will yell at, if I think one of them started it, I will yell at that cat. They can both be over there. I yell one name, and only one of them is like, but, and the other one is just like, huh. The other one knows he's not getting yelled at. King of Swords. They're smarter than we give them credit for. Judgment. 6 of Cups. 3 of... Oh, they just want to snuggle. They just want to snuggle, be at home. You're talking to them, you're communicating with them. And as long as you're communicating love, that's all they want. That's all they want. So, do they recognize their names? Yes. Does it confuse them? As long as you're being nice, they'll go with it. All right. That's going to do it for me for today. But thank you so much for everything. Thank you for being here. It is 1:23 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3:30, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel to do Creative Sprints. You are always welcome. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. Take care. You're not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. All right. I'll see you tomorrow.